This diorama represents the invasion of Malaya, where the Japanese surprised the British by using tanks. When Japan began to modernise after the Meiji Revolution in 1868, this led to a quest for greater resources to build up their new industries. Japan wanted an empire like Britain's and invaded China in 1931. Japan had relied heavily on a trade treaty with the United States for steel and oil, and this was not renewed in 1940, and then came an oil embargo to deter Japanese aggression in China. The resources in the Far East were held by Dutch, Britain and the United States. Japan's plan was a series of surprise attacks on the Dutch, British and American possessions, and then to try and negotiate a settlement. The Airfix 32nd scale bamboo house is a great building to display along with your Pacific War troops and vehicles. The base is below it with the logs are from a mirror plastic moulding. The house itself clips together and it has a really nice texture which allows you to bring out all the detail when you paint it. These are quite new 32nd scale Japanese infantry. They've been released recently with in a harder plastic, which makes them easier to paint. They take paint a lot better. The earlier softer plastic paint used to flick off. The tank is Tamiya Chi Ha. It's in 1/35th scale. And the markings are from the Malay operation in 1941. The kit itself was introduced in 1975. It's really enjoyable to build and it makes a nice change from Tigers and Panthers. There's some great colour schemes. The Tamiya instructions tell you that the tanks arrived in khaki and then the green and brown were brush painted on, so I copied that. You can tell there's a real passion about Japanese vehicles. It fits together beautifully and you can really feel there's a real passion about this kit. Type 97 Chi Ha was really an infantry support tank, and it was armed with a low velocity 57mm gun and only had 25mm of armour, so in some respects it was a bit like the early German Panzer IVs, which were also designed for infantry support. It also had an air-cooled diesel engine and it was designed to work in areas with little water available. After the initial success early in the war, it did not match up to tanks like the American Sherman. So I hope you like the diorama, and as ever it's nice to do something a bit different from your Allied or German vehicles and soldiers. I think the bamboo house is available still at the moment, and the Tamiya Chi Ha tank is also available at the moment, around £12 in the UK, so well worth adding to your collection. Thank you if you've subscribed, and thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it.